Alright, what's up everybody? I'm going to be playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon here. Just a little bit of history on myself. I have done some Roller Coaster Tycoon speedrunning in the past. I hold a couple world records still. Now these were, probably about 4 years ago, so I haven't played the game a lot since getting my records, but I've recently gotten back into it and I'd like to show you all how I kind of do things, just how I beat the levels a little bit quicker than people typically would, I think. So we're going to start with this place called Rocky Rambles. Now, our goal here, what we're working with is, looks like a prehistoric theme park. And our goal is to repay our loan. It's currently $7,000. I wonder how we can get it. We can get it up to 12. Okay. And achieve a park value of at least 250,000. Now, our admission on the park is free, which means we're going to be charging admission on our rides. So a good thing to get for that would be some thrill rides. Thrill rides are always a great money maker. So I'm going to start by opening the park. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that people aren't going too far in your park and getting lost. So you want to kind of keep people near the entrance, especially for the first little bit of opening the park here. Now, what I like to do is I like to start at the front of the park and I like to build back. So I'm going to start over here by shoving as much stuff into the corner here as I possibly can. And we're going to start with our first ride called the Top Spin. I'm going to change the footpath a little bit. We want, let's go with Blue Stairs and Jungle. Okay. So we're going to look, see how much we can charge for this ride. So there's calculators that you can use on Google and whatnot there that will tell you what your max price that you can charge for that ride is, and all you got to do is input the intensity. So the Excitement 2, intensity 4.8, and the nausea rating 5.74. That's alright. So we're looking at a max price of $5.40 at the beginning, but the thing is, I don't want to be worrying about that after 5 months. So we're going to set it to the ride age of under 40 months price. That way I know I can, keep it like that for a few years and I won't ever have to worry about it going kind of out of style there, Another thing I like to do right away is get some advertisements out. I can advertise Top Spin here now. And an advertising campaign for the park in general. Let's do that as well. Okay, so we're going to throw in our scrambled eggs. I call things, I think, by their Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 name, typically. So, yeah, the twist was called Scrambled Eggs, I believe, if not mistaken. Now, with this, I don't think I can be charging a whole lot for it. Yeah, we can go for a total of $2.20 here. Which, whatever, it's going to be a nice little money maker over time. It's cheap, easy to build. Dinosaur Egg Ride. Now I feel like that's very similar to the Twist. won't worry too much about that. What kind of roller coasters do we have here? We have stand-up, we have twister roller coasters, compact inverted. Oh yeah, that's my classic little moneymaker right there. So there's a couple rides now. Some YouTubers will teach you some of the best designs for roller coasters to get, high excitement, high values on that kind of stuff. Oops, I did not want to put that there actually. Sorry, I forgot to turn that around. So we're going to throw in our compact inverted coaster here. Spin it around a little. And throw it somewhere that it will... maybe I'll put it on this side. Kind of having a hard time fitting it somewhere here. There we go. Alright, and now this guy here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see a lot of stuff on this, but open her up here. Just wait for the test results. And we will calculate what our maximum ride price is. So we are actually going to be able to make a decent amount of money off this. We can go up to $10.40 or $8.80 after 40 months. So I'll just leave it at $8.80. All these people already in line are going to have to pay that. Sorry, buddies. But yeah, let's get an information kiosk. Another thing you can do, just jack up the price of your umbrellas because they will be sold no matter what. At any given price, I think under $20, you will have no issue selling your umbrellas. In the parked map, you can increase to $1. Alright. This is absolutely a capitalism simulator here. There's no ethics involved. No ethics whatsoever. So we're gonna add in a few things. We're gonna add in some bathrooms. We'll add in ATM. Close those windows. Another good tip is to make sure you have your hotkeys. So backspace will close the first and foremost window as this, but shift and backspace will close them all instantly like that. It's interesting. I don't really think that's going to be doing us any good having all that stuff up there. It's kind of just going to be a pain in the arse. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of it all. Give ourselves a little bit of cash by doing so. Now I know that kind of takes away from the I don't know, the aesthetics of the park, but right now I'm not looking to build the most beautiful park. I'm looking to build a park that meets a scenario, basically. I see this huge area up here. That might be usable as a little bit of a kind of building area here. You could put, yeah, a lot of rides up there. It's a nice flat area. And look over here. You can see a lot of yeah, a lot of this oil. I don't know, that kind of just takes up a lot of valuable park space, so I'm gonna kind of just swipe this all the way here. You pretend it never existed. There we go. Yeah, there's some parks where, you know, if you get rid of all the stuff kind of right away, you can make yourself a really good chunk of cash just for starting out with. And, uh-oh, I messed up. There we go. Yeah, we had a lot of people there that were stuck. So I'm going to... well, maybe I'll build another one of those coasters there, because that seems to be absolutely chock full of people. Always gotta remember to turn it around. You know, maybe I'll flatten some of the ground here while I'm at it. Oh, cost me too much money. I don't like that. But it needs to be done. We are going to have a very well-built, compact park. Frankly, I think I'm making it too compact, if that. So let's see. Use that. Open her up. Jack price to $8.80. And start collecting our profits. Now, of course, ooh, is that some rain coming? Yep. This is what I call a pro gamer move. $15. Now just watch that money come in. Look at the total profit. Just instantly. So instant couple thousand from that. Okay, so let's see. Also see the profit on this guy here. We made about the same amount of profit off our first inverted coaster, which is these guys are going to be our cash cows. So not only do they provide a lot of profit, but they provide a lot of value to the park as well. And when our park value is important to our scenario winning, you know, it's pretty clear that we got to kind of just spam these coasters. Get it over and done with real quick here. This definitely takes the creativity out of the game, I guess, but again, I'm a speedrunner. I'm not trying to... I guess it adds some sort of creativity, if you will, as well, you know. Look at all these people lining up for the exact same ride. Every single one of them completely unaware that they could be getting the exact same thing right next door. Advertising campaign for the park finished. Oh no. You know, there was supposed to be smart pathing in this game, but I don't think it's very smart, if you ask me. Alright, so we have 333 guests in our park, and our park is not very big at all. So, we're going to fix that. Add a little bit more space. Alright. Down here, you know what I'm going to do? Build a bunch more of those coasters. Because they work. Another thing you can do is you can actually build a coaster and add the paths all around it, and the paths will save. Okay. $880. See what our park value is at now. Finance graph. Oh, we're losing money. Park graph value is going through the roof. Love it. You love to see it. Now, Giga Coaster. Look at that. Absolutely not. Not in my park. We build micro coasters here. Just for fun. We're going to add in some bumper cars. Gonna just put them in for $2. But again, we will speed through some time here. Gonna research some stuff. Maybe some roller coasters and thrill rides first and foremost, and we will do maximum funding just to make sure that we are going real quick with that stuff. I honestly wonder if how many of these could I build before it just does not become a worthwhile investment anymore. I also like the fact that you can just straight up build a ride on top of the queue for another ride. Let's just try this out for a second here. Yeah, let's place the entrance there, exit there. We are going to crush everybody in line. As for this, there we go. Ride built. Oh, that's hilarious. What did I have this at? 220. Let's do it. Anyway, we're working on park value here, so let's go for park value. Again, we make these tiny little coasters, so park value is based off of how much rides can make, I think. Like, that is the #1 defining feature for ride value, or park value. It's the culmination of all these rides. And this will go out here like this. Got another one at $8.80. Over there. Alright, so we got that, we have our little roller coasters down here. We have barely used up even like 1/10 of the whole park, and we probably have enough to be making buku bucks here. Look at that, I'm winning awards for how good of a roller coaster I have. Hyperspeed. Okay. So get a few $1,000 there. We got a lot of people waiting. What are some guest thoughts about this? I'm not going on compactor. Oh. Not when it's raining. Okay, so when it's raining, that kills our ride with desire, I guess. Wonder at this point, what could I put on top of this whole area here? Or whatever we're... Oh, there we go. What could I put on top of this whole area here and then just connect it? So, well, let's do something like that. What should we put on top? Our good old friend, the compact inverted coaster. Just let it float. Those supports, they do nothing. No way. I have all that, didn't I? Yep. Perfect. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, now I'm probably going to just connect the exit from here. Look at that, same height. And we open it. Oh, and we open it. E-Enterprise. Okay, so the Enterprise technically could fit right there. But why do that when we could be silly? So we are going to build it directly on top of everybody here. We are going to add our footpath. Okay. You know what? I don't think I thought this one through enough. And there we go. Perfect. Turns out I thought it through more than I thought it through. Is that getting through to you? Alright, so the Enterprise. How much can we make with the Enterprise? Star Trek Enterprise. Alright, so we're looking at $4.80. Okay, so what's our park value looking at? 158,000. Perfect. All we gotta do, build a few more of these little silly coasters. Compact inverted coasters. Could I build it on top? Yes, I could. Should I? Well, there's no reason to, but frankly, I like to do it just for the little bit of a challenge of seeing how compact of a park I like to build. Alright, let's open that bad boy up. Get the value of this ride up. And there we go. Okay. Looks like the Enterprise over there is doing well. I'll probably build one over here. But, yeah, do I want to... Yeah, there we go. Okay. You know what I could probably fit there? I think it was 480. Oh no, my advertising campaign. For the whole park, actually. That's what I want, though. Yeah. Okay, 880 again. We have now the mine ride available. Well, that's Wild Mouse, but probably throw a few pre-built, interesting roller coasters in here, and that'd be nice. Do we want to do that? Yeah, but I'm just trying to think about where to put it. I guess right here, and we'll start expanding the park out this way. The heck kind of... There we go. Okay, then we'll open this up. Wait for the test results. Alright. Wild Mouse. Okay. It's a little bit crazy, but we should be able to charge about $15 for this ride here. A few people are probably going to leave a line because it's a little bit ridiculous, but a lot of people are going to be like, hey, that's a pretty good deal. Anyway, so let's look at our park value. Nice. We're almost at the requisite 250, so what I think I'll do is I'll just add in a couple more roller coasters here. Okay, so we're going to close these. We're going to maybe build one more coaster here. Maybe a little wooden roller coaster. Little being the operative word here. I gotta figure out... Like, if I gotta put this here, where is it going to go? Maybe not. Okay. Well, let's look at our park value first. Yeah. Let's get the path over there. Alright, so we look for the test results here. We got the mouse again. Speed it up a little bit. Alright, we're going to change that to 15. And if these people don't like it, they can leave the ride. But yeah, we'll pay back our loan now. And boom. Done. So, yeah, that was just a very easy and quick way to finish a park level very quickly. I'm not going to say it, it's not that important to me. What's important is that I finished it. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day.